Alright, what's going on, guys? Try back again. Here to bring you another video. This one's going to be a video talking about the Avengers 2 and doing a character spotlight on this one. Who is Ultron? Okay, so Ultron has been identified as the Avengers 2's main villain, with the title, of course, being Age of Ultron, which I did a video discussing. Wanted to do a follow-up because some of the things I said in that video weren't entirely accurate. As it turns out, the Ant-Man movie is basically going to be coming out in 2015 as well, and Ant-Man will not be, Ant-Man, Giant Man, Hank Pym, will not be in the Avengers 2. Now, originally in the comic book series, Ultron being created in 1968, he was, in story-wise, created by Ant-Man, basically, as an AI, and ended up, being, the whole AI robot type deal, turning against his creator, so to speak, the classic AI type story type thing. But in the Avengers 2, we're not going to have Ant-Man. So how could he create him if he's not in the Avengers 2? Well, the origin is going to have to be changed somehow, unless they have his origin shown a little bit in Ant-Man, and then him be, in Avengers afterwards. A lot of people online have been discussing, and a lot of people think that Joss Whedon is basically going to have him be a creation in the movie universe of Iron Man. So sort of like Jarvis. You have your Jarvis AI that helps Tony with different things on getting the armors together, and just different things around the house, and all these different types of stuff. In the movie, a lot of people are thinking that probably what will happen is basically Jarvis will become Ultron, or maybe Tony will create a new one, and that will. Or, like I said before, it'll be created in the Ant-Man movie and then somehow come into play in the Avengers movie, even though Ant-Man will not be in that Avengers 2 movie. That being said, we also know that Black Widow is going to return, and Joss Whedon said she's going to have a large role in the movie as well. So, no Ant-Man. That's going to change the character of Ultron in the cinematic universe quite a bit, since he was brought in as basically a creation of him, and then, like I said, turned against him. So, who is Ultron? What is he all about? Well, basically, he's an AI, robot-type character, constantly bettering himself, constantly evolving, becoming stronger. In the movie, Kevin Feige from Marvel said we're going to see different versions of Ultron, so he'll probably be upgrading himself as he goes through the movie. Maybe as there are different encounters, he'll be, sort of technology-wise, building onto himself, building up certain resistances to the Avengers, different strengths. For example, you have like the Hulk, so I could see something like Ultron having to adjust for his strength, having to adjust for his power to be able to withstand it. Just different types of attributes that he'll progress in over the movie, so he'll probably become stronger as Avengers 2 goes on, from the beginning of the movie to the end. And they said it's going to sell a lot of toys, so I imagine there's going to be a lot of different suits, probably something, well, I guess I shouldn't say suits, because that thinks more of like an Iron Man 3 type thing where you have all these different armors, but I'm thinking somewhere along the lines of where they're going is going to be like, different iterations of Ultron himself, and lots of different, versions of the AI. So different actual physical robots for the Avengers to fight, which is good because you could have that, the whole army appeal thing with Ultron, because he could create, 100 of himself, 100 AI robots that are all led by his artificial intelligence to attack the Avengers or do things like that. And also he's an interesting threat because he evolves out of the Avengers. He evolves, at least in the comic series he did. I'm sure the origin in the movie will be somewhat similar. I just think that it'll be Iron Man who triggers it. But he kind of evolves as a threat out of the Avengers team itself, so it feels more at home like that. And I do think it'll be easier for them to do than someone like Thanos, because Thanos is so cosmic, it'll be tough to ground that. So I am interested to see the Avengers 2. Obviously, going to be a good movie. Can't wait to see what they do with Ultron, because he's such a cool character from the comic books. Very powerful, constantly evolving AI. It'll just be interesting to see how it all plays in together, and how Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch get involved with it. Good to hear that Black Widow's returning. I guess we'll see if Hawkeye is going to return. I assume he is, but I guess we'll see how that goes, because there's a chance maybe that he won't, because if they're going to be adding on a couple new characters, and they might have to get rid of one or two. So we'll see how it all goes, and I'm very excited for the Avengers 2. Wanted to give my thoughts on Ultron as a character himself. Going to be a good villain, I think, for the movie. I'm surprised they went that route. The only thing is that he might feel quite a bit like some of the other Iron Man villains if he evolved out of Iron Man. But I think he is a good threat for an Avengers 2 movie, and I think it should be pretty epic. So anyway, those are my thoughts on Ultron as a villain, the Avengers 2, and just the Avengers 2 as a whole, and what we know so far. Obviously, there'll be more information coming out as we get closer to the release. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. I'll see you for the next one. This is Trev, and I'm saying peace.